Good morning, children. How are you all doing? Hope all of you are doing great. So, looking forward for today's class, right? We are going to talk about wandering singers, and this is a short poem written by Sarojini Naidu. This poem was written by Sarojini Devi Naidu. How many of you know her? She was a political activist and an Indian poet. She took active part in India's struggle for independence. She was called the Nightingale of India for her beautiful poems that she wrote about India and its culture. So, children, let's understand who are these wandering singers? Why are they called wandering? Wandering singers are nomadic tribes. Nomads are people who move from one place to another. They don't stay in a specific location, they keep moving from one place to another. Children, it is very, very interesting to understand and learn that these nomadic tribes build their own musical instrument and compose songs by themselves. What kind of songs do they sing? They sing folk, legends, myths, and experiences of life which are related to love, passion, heroic deeds, tragedy, and the various battles they win or they lose. Folk music. What is folk music? Folk music is a kind of music that represents the tradition or culture of the area or the village that the wandering singers belong to. For example, Lavani is one of the well-known folk music which is sung by the wandering singers of Maharashtra. Legends and myths. What is legends? Legends is a story or a group of stories which come from a tradition and a narrative of men, women, children, or things around. Myth is a idea or a story that is believed by many people but may not be true. So let's learn some interesting facts about nomadic tribes. In India, there are around 315 different types of nomadic. About 60 million people in India are nomadic tribes. There are about three general types of nomads: the hunters and gatherers, the pastoral nomads, the tinkers, and the traders. Most of the men, women, and their children of the nomadic tribes hunt for food and clothing. However, some of them, like the pastoral nomads, also carry their cattle along with them. While they are wandering, some among the wandering singers support the villagers with helping them to polish their metal vessels, while the others do trade. So look at these colorful images. These are pictures of few nomadic tribes from Rajasthan and Maharashtra. Have a look at these beautiful musical instruments. Most of them are handmade using wood or metal. You must have already heard and seen these instruments earlier, like a tambora or a sarang, the lute, which is being commonly mostly used by the nomadic tribes. So let's recite the poem. Where the voice of the wind calls our wandering feet through echoing forest and echoing street. With lutes in our hands, ever singing we roam. All men are our kindred, the world is our home. So, in the paragraph 1, the poetess says that when the wandering team starts wandering, they hear the calls of the winds. They wander through echoing forest and cities. Echoing means forest after forest, city after city, they start wandering. They carry their lute, that is a musical instrument that we saw. They carry it to give music to the songs that they sing. So the nomads, wherever they go, they meet people, they consider them as their family member and their world as their own. And that's what is the meaning of kindred. Now let's move to the second paragraph. Our lays are of cities whose lustre is shed, the laughter and beauty of women long dead, the sword of all battles, the crowns of all kings, and happy and simple and sorrowful things. So, the meaning of the second paragraph is that their songs are of old cities who have lost their luster and beautiful women. They talk about the joys in their lives, about kings and battles, and they talk about happy things, simple and sad songs as well. Moving on to the third paragraph. What hope shall we gather, what dream shall we sow? When the wind calls our wandering footsteps, we no love bids us tarry, no joys bids us wait. The voice of the wind is the voice of our fate. The poetess says, the nomads do not keep any hope, nor they sow dreams. They think they are a wandering tribe and that's their fate. They do not have any attachment towards family or place because they believe that they are destined to live a life like this. So, children, this is the way to honor the nomadic tribes and their way of life and how they take this world as their entire family. They tell stories and sing songs. Nothing binds them to a place, nor love nor joy. They wander to feed themselves and their family. So, children, how was the poem? Did you find something unique in this poem? Did we see that the nomads did not have any expectation from others? They are very happy because they do not have much, nor they want much. And they all do is spread love and happiness in the world. Thank you, kids. Hope you liked the poem. I would like you to make a note of what makes you happy and talk about it tomorrow.